Principle of conservation of energy. Principle of conservation of energy states that the energy can neither be created nor destroyed, but can be transformed from one form to another. This is principle of conservation of energy from one form to another. Now, what is the meaning of this? The energy can neither be created nor destroyed. We cannot create energy or we cannot destroy energy. Okay, only thing is we can transform it from one form to another form. Take an example of throwing a ball in this at certain height above the earth. Suppose I am throwing this ball at certain height in the sky or above the earth at certain height. Then on the ground, the potential energy of that ball will be zero. Potential energy will be zero. But when you throw this ball up in the sky, that time this potential energy, whatever potential energy stored in the hand while throwing, this potential energy is converted to kinetic energy. Okay, so when the ball reaches to highest point, their kinetic energy becomes zero, but the potential energy becomes maximum. Correct? So now kinetic energy becomes zero, potential energy becomes maximum. Here, while throwing the ball, the potential energy is converted to kinetic energy because it is in motion. When it reaches to certain height, that time the ball will stop. If there is no motion, there is no kinetic energy. But there is a potential energy. Why there is potential energy? Because it has traveled certain height above the ground level. So now this potential energy, this ball will travel back to the same point. Why? Because of gravity. Potential energy is converted to kinetic energy again. So it is traveling back. Now potential energy is decreasing as height decreases, potential energy decreases, but kinetic energy becomes maximum. When it reaches the ground, the potential energy becomes zero again, but the kinetic energy becomes maximum because it strikes the ground with a higher speed. Okay, so this is what we are going to convert potential energy to kinetic energy or kinetic energy to potential energy. That is the meaning, can be transformed from one form to another form. Okay, but what is the total energy possessed by the body at different points or at this highest point or on the ground or in between? That the total energy that is equal to kinetic energy plus potential energy is always constant because energy is conserved here. There is energy, there is only conversion from potential to kinetic, kinetic to potential. Okay, so therefore the total energy is kinetic energy plus potential energy, which is always constant. Okay.